everyone. My name's Kimberly and welcome to my mobile home life. If you're new to the channel, I live in a 16 by 80 single wide mobile home, 2000 model. That I am completely reconstructing the place, which that's a good thing. But for my current viewers, I just kind of like to explain I'm doing great. One reason I still haven't been on much lately is I just didn't want to keep y'all guys boring with just small stuff. There's been a lot of small stuff we've been doing around here. A few things I will update you on. I'm just about completed with the bathroom. I think I have one more day's worth of just putting in a few little more pieces of trim, and the bathroom will finally, hopefully, be done. So I wanted to give y'all an update about that. And later on in another video, I'll show y'all everything. The day kind of got away from me and it's got dark outside and stuff. And so really can't get outside. We've been doing more work really right lately outside than we have inside. Cleared out a lot more of the area around here, and which on another video I will show y'all. So it's kind of this mobile home disaster is kind of coming better, and stuff. And when you get on here, sorry, I'm in front of my air conditioner. It's kind of cool. So I got a blanket around me. But when you're clearing up areas and stuff and, just clearing them out, cleaning them up, it takes a little bit. But it does. It takes a little bit. And so anyway, just kind of explain to y'all what I've been doing around here. For one, we got Caleb's basketball goal. If you're a current watcher of my channel, my what I call sanctuary there, in the very back of my house, we put a Caleb basketball goal back there, and just got some of that cleaned out. The fire pit got cleaned out, so I'm starting to get ready where I'm going to start making use of it, kind of at home camping back there. It's a beautiful spot. And my husband had, before he passed away, that is, he had made a fire pit area and out of cement blocks, and it had grown up around it. So a friend of mine came in and helped me clean it out. So now I can use it as a fire pit, and I'm planning on tomorrow's video probably showing y'all that stuff. Now, let me explain to you why I have been away. And one thing is I've been on a much needed break. Not due to health reasons. My health has actually been tremendously better. Actually, I felt like a new person. And so that's been a wonderful thing. Teddy got a haircut. I hate to say it, but, well, I'll show y'all Ted. Teddy, of course, he's a Yorkie. I know it's probably hard to tell a little bit. I'm going to put him down because he gets cold for the air conditioner easy. And, yeah, buddy. So, anyway, since it's summertime, I want his hair. He's a curly-haired Yorkie, if you're getting into my channel. He's a curly-haired Yorkie. So, I wanted to get his hair trimmed short, because the next time I can actually get him into the groomer is going to be the first day of October. So I wanted to have time for his hair to grow but not get out of hand, since it's going to take a little bit. That was the next availability she had. And we actually booked Teddy for several months, like to next year, worth of appointments, so he wouldn't have to wait. Because this last time I had a hard time getting into the groomer. They was very booked around here. All the groomers in my hometown, dog groomers, stay very booked. So Teddy definitely needed. Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry, I said Teddy. It's Teddy. That's right. Sorry. Hey. Dog mama's gotta love her doggy. Yes, right. They do. But anyway, they've all been booked around here. So I had a hard time getting Teddy back into his groomer. And so we made sure that was took care of. And we got him a year's out worth of appointments. That way we could get in and not have to worry about when it's time to get them groomed. I can't find an appointment with them. They're all booked up. So we got that issue took care of. Um, so anyway, since Caleb's back home from camp, his tech camp, and from where he was at Nashville, Vanderbilt, he's back home now, and so we're more. I can get the more of a groove now. The reason why I needed a break, I'll explain. Of course, my health is great. I'm doing wonderful. My breathing's amazing. As long as I'm taking my nebulizer treatment. If you're my previous viewers, you understand what I mean. You know where I'm going there. So anyway, all that's great as far as health wise. Couldn't ask to be no better. So if you've been concerned about that, I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the love, support, and prayers. I really do. And, I want to first thank everybody for that. Because for a few months there, I had a very, very, very hard time. And I didn't know where it was headed. It felt like I was getting worse. And so all the, anybody that has, well wishes, prayers, or anything, I appreciate all of that. And I appreciate all of you. And thank you, for sticking with me through those hard times. But after I got better, I'm just like, first I need a break. Not because my health is bad, just because I felt so good that I want to take some time out for me and my son and just kind of have some time away from the camera. Because when you start, I was trying to do videos every day. And with trying to do those videos every single day, it just kind of got stressful. And I felt required. Like I had to make a video every day. And I just got overwhelmed with it. And, I want to make videos because I enjoy it, not because I feel like I have to. But of course, I want to try to make my viewers happy. Y'all are the ones that support me and my channel. And I appreciate y'all so much again. I really do. But I don't want to feel overwhelmed, stressed out either. So I just want to take some time off, take some time for myself. Because for a little bit there, after I got to feeling better, I started thinking, I feel a little bit too stressed on YouTube. Just, I feel like I have to put out a video every day. And maybe I need to take just a step back and, breathe a little bit. Because by the time you're doing videos every single day, by the time, I'm working, trying to reconstruct my home, and of course, this is not what the video is about. This video is about, but, being widowed, it's only me now, and I have a child. I have a home to tend to. And if you've been widowed or even divorced, you probably know exactly what I mean when I say this. And this can go for a woman or a man, if you've been widowed or divorced. But you've got everything on. The one adult is in the home where it used to be two of you. You've got it all on your shoulders. And this is all bills you're going to pay. And not just paying them financially, remembering to pay them, having it all set down and worked out. All the plan worked out. Making sure you're budgeting enough for food left over in the month. Or budgeting enough if you want to have a little entertainment. Like last weekend, we ain't going to this weekend because the same movie's showing. But we went to a certain theater last week. It's in Lafayette, Tennessee. Well, it's an old theater, great little theater. I love it. Caleb loves the place, but it's an older theater. They only show one movie. They was playing Toy Story 5. but their prices is like really cheap. For an adult like me, I'm $5. And I mean, Toy Story was released last week. And Caleb, 9 years old, he was considered a child, $3. And for child price. So for both of us to get into the movies was $8. And their popcorn. Me and Caleb both, I didn't get no popcorn, but Caleb got a small popcorn, and me and him both got medium Cokes to have in the theater. So we both got a medium drink apiece. So two medium Cokes and one small popcorn. Plus both of us to get in. Everything I spent was $18. Now, I mean that's cheap enough. So we went last week to see Toy Story 5. Now, I mean, I can't afford recreational constantly to, go out and have fun constantly. But, at those prices, it's affordable for a family. Even if you have a large family, it's still affordable. I love that place. It's been there for years, and I hope it stays there for years. Um, they even have a drive-in in that town. But so anyway, that was our recreational last week. This week, same movie's playing. If it was a kid's top movie that, would be good for Caleb. I'm not going to take him to see like a scary movie or nothing, but I'm just saying like a child's top area movie. Um, yeah, that's a great place to go. So you got to keep though, when you're widowed, you got to keep, or divorced or whatever, that one parent has got to keep the knowledge of doing everything. And that's a mental thing. Um, not just, like I said, financially. Of course, you got to make sure you make enough money, but it's also the mental thing of trying to just keep it all in there, everything in order. And again, keeping, enough food out, pay your bills, recreational, if you want to do something, entertainment, let's say, keep a little bit of money left out for that. So that's all I'm getting at. People don't realize how hard that is when so long you was used to two of you, and then you become widowed or divorced, and it's just the one person now, and all of that falls on your hands. Um, a friend of mine, of course, I won't never mention no names, but a Facebook friend, a person I know in reality, lost her husband as well recently, and I can't remember the exact quotes, but one thing that's hard. She became a widow, roughly close to the same time I did. But she had a Facebook post, and she's like, it's hard keeping up with everything, the maintenance on a home, the um, different thing, paying the bills, things maybe you didn't know about that the other spouse did. I mean, a bunch of things like that. And I so agree with her when I'm like, man, I feel like you're talking about me. And of course, she was talking about herself being widowed. And I totally agree. I mean, with that post. So I definitely get it. And so that's just a lot of it. Um, I've been trying to, since I've been well and physically a lot better from being sick, I wanted to get back and, just kind of take some time for myself, take some time to be with my son. And what the bathroom while I was working on it, it's such a small area. I got to thinking it's hard to put something on YouTube about it. It was so hard to video in there. And that's another reason I don't want to give. I kind of got to thinking, I don't want to bore y'all guys with just not something I think you might not enjoy. So, I don't know if that makes sense to you, But I just don't want to be the one out there creating content for no reason and or just rambling or whatever, kind of like I'm doing right now. This is a rambling video, in my opinion. But, you know, all the time, I just don't want to give you that. Um, or make y'all feel bored during my videos or anything. And it's not like, in real life, it's not, excuse me, it's not like you can do miraculous things every day to your home, or you have the finances to, or the time to. I mean, you have to live, you have to do your everyday things, whether you're going out and doing stuff, needing to get done or whatever. There's things outside your home you got to do, whether it's go to the grocery store, and there's only so much time in the day. A person does get a little tired after running around or whatever. Yesterday, we took Teddy to the groomer, and then after that, my son had a play date with a friend. And so we done the play date, and we was there about 2 hours. And I tell you, the heat on the outside, it's been so hot. It drained my energy. I was so tired. I needed a nap. And first time I took a nap, I don't know when, but the heat and stuff, and the humidity was just draining my energy. And by the time I done all that other running, um, so anyway, that's, I just, again, I don't want to make y'all videos that I feel like you might get bored with. And that's one reason. One thing is, I needed that break. And I got to thinking, guys, I don't want to bore y'all either. Um, I don't want to be making videos for nothing. A lot of traveling videos, it seems like everybody goes towards traveling in videos. I mean, I've been known to do the same thing. When I went on my trip to Florida, I done a Cave City video the other day about driving to Cave City, which I thought was kind of cool. If people don't live in this area, they might want to see. But sometimes I feel like all of that has been so overly trafficked here on YouTube. So many people is out there trying to go to the mountains, go to here, go to there, and trying to vlog it. It's just getting boring to people. Whether it's Disney, whether it's, Universal, or whether it's the Smoky Mountains or state parks or whatever, anything, Mammoth Cave, anything. I just feel like people's overblocking that stuff. And sometimes I wonder, because I just kind of wonder, does it really make enough? Is that really going to give you good views on YouTube? Because sometimes I feel like it's overdone. Too many people doing it, which a lot of people's made great money doing it. But now, in the process of the time we're at right now in life, I think there's too many people doing it. And it's just not as popular as it used to be. So, anyway, so I kind of still want to stick around with doing things around my home because nobody else vlogs it. It is something that maybe can be interested in somebody. I hope I'm producing interesting content to people about living in an old trailer, a mobile home, single woman trying to fix it up. A friend of mine, which I'll call him he is my handyman. He told me when Michael first passed away that he would come out and be happy to help me on handyman stuff. So, and he actually doesn't even really charge me nothing. And that's great. For my financial, that's great. Of course, I got to buy materials or whatever needed like that. But as far as his time or work, he said that he'd be happy just to come help me out. And I really appreciate that a lot. So maybe right now we could get some more stuff done around here. It won't be long again to the bathroom's done. A lot of the very backyard's been done. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to try to do the video tomorrow to show y'all this stuff. My handyman, he's got where a tree fell down from the ice storm that was covering some of my land that I couldn't get to with a lawnmower. He removed all that for me. So I mean, there's been a bunch of stuff done. I'll have to actually do an outside video, and it's too late tonight. But excuse me, do an outside video to kind of show you all the updates about that stuff. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to take my time tonight just to get on here and just kind of let y'all know what's going on. I don't want y'all to think I forgot about YouTube. I just kind of got in the, well, first it was just wanting to take a break. And now I've kind of just, I don't know, sometimes I just get in a rut thinking, I don't want to bore y'all guys. I don't want to give y'all stuff that you're going to be bored with. Um, you know, that part, I guess I've been a little down on myself that maybe I'm not a good content creator. Maybe I feel like just my life around here is boring. You know, in real life, I've never had a lot of friends. You know, I've had a few friends. I ain't gonna say I was friendless, no, but you know, anymore you just don't have a lot of friends, and you know, sometimes I just feel like, am I interesting enough? I'm no famous celebrity. No singer. You know, I can't sing. Um, I can't really do much important things. Um, I, I've not really even got much hobbies, and I don't. Sometimes I just feel like, am I important enough to watch? Because I ain't got nothing. I'm just trying to think how to put it. I just ain't got nothing I feel like maybe interesting, like hobbies. I can't, again, I can't sing. I'm not a famous actress. Um, you know, I'm nobody special. The only one I feel like maybe I'm special to is the good Lord. I do feel like in God's eyes, maybe I am special. So I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why I'm on here still trying to do YouTube. Maybe the good Lord's telling me to do it. Sometimes I try to follow along with, you know, God's lead and do what He asks. Um, and I will say this, without God being there in my life, some of the obstacles I've been through, I could have never made it without Him, without, you know, God and Jesus. I could never made it through some of the things I had been through in my life. One thing, losing my dad. My dad was my rock. He's the one that raised me, and I'd have been able to just not get over his death if it wasn't for God. And especially my husband, Michael. Michael was everything to me. I mean, when I'm saying everything, it was everything to me. And I'm just saying, if it wasn't for God guiding my heart, showing me, you know, you're needed for your son, and just showing me everything what to do. God guided me on everything. When I woke up that next morning after Michael passed, I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know how to even get up and walk. I mean, just saying my mind was not even there at all. But I think God guided me on everything, every step of the way. Um, you know, from the time to helping his funeral to the time of, you know, signing up for Social Security, paying my bills, all. I think God was there through all of it, and He's still there to me with me every single day. I'm just saying, any tragedy I've ever been through, I know God's always been there through to help me. So even having my YouTube channel, I'll let God guide me. I do. I try to pray about things. I try to pray about before each video and stuff to let myself be guided that maybe I, do a good job for y'all. If I need those extra finances a month, I'll get enough viewers to watch my videos, and God will create that money into what I need for the month or whatever. So I let God guide everything I do. I just kind of wanted to share that with y'all. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch base and just let y'all know what's been going on. Um, I just need to start getting back in the rut of making videos, um, and get back in the habit of a routine of it. Because lately I kind of think first I needed the break, and then now I feel like I'm getting out of the routine, and I need to get back in that routine. So y'all look out. I'm gonna try to make another video tomorrow. Uh, Probably going around if it ain't storming, that is, or nothing. We'll probably go outside, just kind of update y'all what I've been doing outside this whole mobile home life disaster. So anyway, it's my disaster though, y'all. But yeah, y'all look forward to tomorrow's video. I'll go ahead and close this. I don't want to keep y'all any longer. I hope y'all enjoyed my rambling. And anyway, it's great to get to go in here and just at least talk to y'all guys. Let y'all know what's been going on with me. And anyway, I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Bye and good night, everyone. God bless.